Hello everyone, this is Big Cuff Daddy Glenn Cuff, and welcome to the weekly wrestling rundown. This is a reaction video to last night's AEW pay-per-view Double or Nothing in Las Vegas. I did not watch the pay-per-view live. I did watch the pre-show, but I did watch a highlighted version of the pay-per-view earlier today, and I'm just gonna get my thoughts on AEW's first pay-per-view. I'm happy that AEW put on a great show last night. The pre-show and everything was great. The Casino Battle Royale. It was they had a unique way of doing their battle royals. I do like. I did like how they did it and stuff, but man, they just had a phenomenal show, a great show that they put on last night. The Battle Royal, man, you had Shawn Spears come out, man. I didn't know a lot of these guys that were in the Battle Royal, but man, I'm like, okay, I got to get to know these people now and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that Battle Royal was great. Shawn Spears, aka or formerly known as Ty Dillinger, he debuted in the Battle Royale, the Casino Battle Royale match. Also got to see Tommy Dreamer. Also got to see who else was there? Man, I'll tell you the most unique thing I saw. One was, to start the match off, was they had a guy, I believe his name is Dustin Thomas. He was a double amputee, and he was a wrestler. Man. And this guy, MJF, Maxwell Jacob Freeman. Man, this dude, he is... I think he's going to be the cornerstone heel of AEW. I mean, everybody's talking about Chris Jericho. This dude is like all around asshole as far as a heel. Jericho, yeah, he's a great heel and stuff. I said, this MJF guy, I was like, he very well may be the best heel AEW's got. But yeah, man, seeing Dustin Thomas, no legs in there, and he hit a 619. Hit a 619 on the guy. Even eliminated Shawn Spears. I was like, damn. I was like, AEW has got it on lock, man. They bringing in guys who you probably never seen in a WWE ring. Then they had this guy named Sonny Kiss. He's a LGBT wrestler, LGBTQ wrestler. He got eliminated by Tommy Dreamer, but it was you know, unique to see a wrestler like him in there with other, you know, your traditional type wrestlers and stuff. And man, Battle Royale was everything I hoped for. Then the match between Sammy Guevara and I can't remember the other guy's name off the top of my head, but they had a hell of a good match, man. Like, they had spot for spot, like the highlight reel that I saw. Like, I seen the match on the pre-show, but I even seen it on the highlight reel version of the pay-per-view, and man, you might as well have seen the whole match, because every move they did, man, was pretty much a highlight reel. And man, that match, it was pretty dope. But these two guys I knew nothing about. This is my first time watching them and stuff, and they put on a pretty good match. Moving on, the six-man tag match between the Strong Hearts and SCU. I'm gonna tell you, man, if AEW brings in any more trios, they need to have a trios tag team gold. I mean, because that match right there was just too good, man. Two great teams going at it, and SCU got the win, but man, that could have went either way. And the Strong Hearts, I've seen SCU before, but I've never seen the Strong Hearts. They were the guys from China, I believe, that the Young Bucks were talking about, the AEW sign. And I believe that they are worth the money that the Young Bucks and the Elite paid them to come. They are worth the money. And then these guys, I hope they stick around for a while. Moving on, the Fatal 4-Way match, which was supposed to be a triple threat match, turned into a Fatal 4-Way match. Man, these women were great. It was a great surprise bringing Awesome Kong back to women's wrestling, to the forefront of a women's division. But it was a great match between all four women. Dr. Britt Baker, Nyla Rose, and I can't think of the other women off the top. I think it's Kylie Ray. Man, they did a good job, man. That was some hard-hitting women's action. Then they had I think it was a 6-man or 8-man tag or 8-woman tag match, featuring like all Japanese female wrestlers. Aja Kong was pretty much I ain't gonna say she was the star of the match, but she made a return to the ring. She did all the women in that match did a hell of a job. It was just as good as the Fatal 4-Way match that with the women that just happened. And man, it was great. Moving along, back to the Casino Battle Royale. Hangman Page got the Joker card. He came out last, and he wound up winning it. So he's got a future title shot for the AEW Heavyweight title, which I'm gonna talk about that now, which was revealed by none other than Bret Hart. They brought Bret Hart out. I guess it was sort of like AEW's answer to Mick Foley coming out introducing the 24/7 title on Raw this past week. The title looks good in my opinion. A lot of people said they was expecting like a big gold belt, like sort of like the World Heavyweight title. I don't think they're gonna go with that. I think they did with the design that they wanted to. Title looks good and everything. I can't wait to see who's gonna be vying for that and stuff. Well, we already know who's gonna be vying for it. I'm gonna get to that a little later on, but in the future, can't wait to see who's gonna be vying for it after that first champion is crowned. Then we move on, man. The Young Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers. I'm not the Lucha Dragons. The Lucha Brothers, man. That was another highlight reel match right there too, man. They put a lot of damn moves like I ain't never seen before, man. And man, it's just no words could describe some of these matches, man, that they put on. Great, don't do it justice. Phenomenal, don't do it justice. I don't even know a word that can justify these matches, man, but they were great. They were great matches. But the Young Bucks wound up winning. It was for the AAA tag team titles. But yeah, the Young Bucks won it. Then we got to brother versus brother, Cody versus Dustin Rhodes. Very bloody affair, very great match, great storytelling. I love how Cody took the sledgehammer, went back up the entrance ramp, hit the throne, Triple H's throne, and breaks it and stuff. Love all that stuff. I love how Brandy Rhodes was like very into the match and stuff. Like she was, when the ref wasn't looking, she was hitting Dustin Rhodes and stuff. I love that stuff, man. Cody Rhodes wound up getting the win. Then after the match, cuts a promo talking about, he wasn't gonna let his brother retire. That the next event that they have, he's set up a match between him and a partner of his choosing versus the Young Bucks, and he chose his brother. And I heard a lot of people say they got a little tearful and stuff. Even JR. Yeah, it was a great moment, man. Great storytelling right there, man. Can't wait to that next event when I get to see the Rhodes brothers versus the Young Bucks. It'd be brothers pretty much. moving on, man. Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, they delivered the first time go around in Japan. This time they delivered again. I love Chris Jericho's entrance where he went through the gimmicks, his WWE gimmicks, paying homage to him, and then he debuted his new gimmick, which is what he is in AEW. And I just loved it. Loved the match. Very great match between two great wrestlers. And they tore the house down. Chris Jericho wound up winning, and he's going to go at the next a future date for the AEW heavyweight title. It'd be Chris Jericho versus Hangman Page, which I think would be another great match for the AEW heavyweight title. Overall, also too, the elephant in the room. At the end of the Jericho Omega match, none other than Jon Moxley debuts in AEW. Blew the roof off the place. He attacked Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega. It looks like he may be having a feud with Kenny Omega as his first feud in AEW. And man, that roof just blew off the place when he debuted. And I remember a few months back, or maybe even some weeks, AEW, the Elite was talking about AEW, they want to have that WCW Nitro Lex Luger moment. And I think that was it with Jon Moxley coming through the crowd, debuting. I think that was the Lex Luger moment that they were talking about, that they wanted. And I believe they succeeded. This whole pay-per-view, I think, was a success. Great job all the way around from them guys. They put on a hell of a show. Everybody's talking about they're canceling WWE subscriptions and stuff to be AEW fans. I'm going to tell you like this, guys. If you're a wrestling fan, you know, you're going to support both. You're going to watch both. Like, I remember back during the Monday Night War, even before the Monday Night War, I don't recall friends saying, you know, I don't watch WCW because I'm a WWF fan, or I don't watch ECW because I'm a WWE fan. I remember back in the day, man, when during the whole big wrestling boom, like, you were a true wrestling fan if you flipped between channels to see what happened on each show. Like, you know, I don't remember, like, as fans, we had to choose a product or whatever. As a wrestling fan, you just knew you loved wrestling and stuff. Like, hell, like I said, during the Monday Night War, man, people were wearing DX shirts, NWO shirts. Hell, they was quoting The Rock. They was styling and profiling like Ric Flair and stuff. So, you know, you ain't necessarily got to choose because AEW, had this successful pay-per-view. You ain't necessarily got to jump on board all with AEW and stuff. Just be supportive that wrestling is back, is gaining the attention that is much deservedly needed. There is choices now for people. If you don't like WWE and you want to be a AEW fan, so be it. But, you know, I'm gonna continue watching all wrestling that comes on television. That's what I do. I've been doing it for years. So, you know, hats off to AEW on a successful show. I can't wait to see what, your television show. I can't wait for your television show to come on TNT later this year. I can't wait for, your next event to come up. And I hope you sign, other talents that, want to come to AEW and show off their talents and stuff. And I think that AEW is the place to be as far as for wrestlers and stuff and fans. They're just, I don't even know how to describe that show, man. It was great. But I will say this. Come Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live, I am waiting to see what they're going to do to try to bring back viewers. Competition is great for business. So, we can only see what Vince and company is going to do now. So, that's my thoughts on AEW. You guys have a great Memorial Day weekend. I know it's a Sunday, but you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend. Have fun. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Make sure you watch your kids at the pool. Make sure you watch your kids out here playing around and stuff. Just have fun and stuff. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you all the troops serving our country, ones who've fallen in the line of duty and stuff. You know, prayers go out to them and their families during this Memorial Day. That's what it's really about, honoring those who fell in the line of duty and protecting this country and our communities and stuff. Thank you. God bless. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment and tell me what you think of AEW's Double or Nothing. God bless. Peace.